top of the 2022 football season. This season, the 102nd edition of Peabody football marked big wins, tough losses, but most important, a tremendous amount of growth in each young man associated with our program. I'd like to thank our parents here tonight for your support throughout the season. I'd like to thank our cheerleading sponsor and band parents, students, and those sponsors for the tremendous support they showed this season. A special thanks to Miss Ann, our field house mom. We love you, Miss Ann. Certainly appreciate the Han film crew. These guys could become a corporation for everything they do for us on Friday nights. We appreciate Where the Road Studios and their staff for giving out our out-of-town supporters an opportunity to watch every Friday night. Our countless boosters, Coach Haney, and our central office staff have always been consistent with their support. I'd also like to thank Miss Alicia Whitten, our Booster Club president. Thank you, Miss Alicia, for all that you've done for our players. Most importantly, we want to express our sincere gratitude to our players. Their efforts, willingness to be coached, and desire to compete make all of this enjoyable. We're very appreciative for every player in our program. I'd personally like to thank all of our assistant coaches, Coach Val, Coach Triggers, Coach Taylor, Coach Mathis, Coach Truitt, Coach Hudd, Coach Scott, and Coach Pichard. It's the best group of guys in the world. Their preparation is tireless, and their loyalty is peerless. These are great men, and I'm truly blessed to call each of them my best friends. Allow me now the opportunity to introduce Coach Ben Pichard, who will recognize our freshmen.
One thing we like to tell the freshmen when they come in, if we can't turn them into superstars, then maybe we can make them a little bit better athletes, a little bit better students. The goal is to make them into better humans, into better young men. But fellas, always apologize. Can't make you more handsome than you are. Yeah, it's a laugh. It's a good start. All right, just when I say your name, just come across in here. Coach Scott's going to hand you your certificate. Desmond Griffin, Corbin Hooper, Caleb Piggott, Mikhail Wilkes, J.D. Jennings, Cody Scott, Jonah Smith, Nash Barker, Barrett Dawson, Shannon Miley, Trey Fortner. You guys are big people standing on that side of the stage. All right, those are our guys that are with us tonight. Oh, Isaiah, did I get you? Isaiah Johnson. All right, fellas, y'all come stand here in a straight line so we can get pictures over here. All right, good job, guys. All right, I'll turn it over to Ms. Jen for the cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders had a great 2022 season. We started with camp and gym. They dedicated their afternoons after school practice. They spent their Friday nights cheering on their favorite guys. They showed excellent school spirit while representing Peabody, and each one of them was a joy for me to work with. certificate, starting with the freshman, Alea Nichols, Brinley Ivy, Erica Lowry, the sophomores, Adriana Boland, Izzy Jones, Mary Dunn, the juniors, Autumn Henson, Emily Criswell, Jillian Graves, and Gracie's on here. Kaylee Ivy, Jada Jewell, Kennedy Jackson, Skylar Smith, Travia Brooks, and the seniors, Brianna Jordan, Hannah Clark, Caitlin Scott, Kimberly McKenzie, Lily Bradley, Lily Joyce, Madeline Croft, Madeline Vickers, and Tommy White.
Pictures, and then girls will do juniors and sophomores and freshmen together. So group pictures real quick. All right, senior ladies have a seat, please. Juniors, please. Logan, you're going to be the measurement stick here. So your flash is down.
All right, this year's sophomores, Jerry Donald, quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back. Devin Bond, running back, defensive back. Peyton Denton, fullback, tight end, linebacker. Hayden Farley, wide receiver, punter, defensive back. Eli Lewis, wide receiver, defensive back. Billy Wilkins, running back, linebacker. David Barlow, offensive running back, 3 and 7. Garrison Brown, tight end, defensive end. Zay Skinner, offensive line, defensive line. Cameron Woolport, offensive line, defensive line. Ross Elliott, offensive line, defensive line. Rob Coleman, offensive line, defensive line. Junior Capetillo, kicker. Matthias Florentino, wide receiver, DB. Jaden Jones, wide receiver, DB. This year's sophomore class.
All right, I get to introduce the junior class. First off, number 5, wide receiver DB, Landon Yarbrough. Next, we have number 7, Region 718, honorable mention, Quintarius Brooks. Next we have number 19, wide receiver DB, Amari Vaughn. Next we have the Region 718 kicker of the year, 55 to 60 extra points, 91.7%, number 24, Derek DeHaan. Next, the Region 718 lineman of the year, number 50, Ace Meadows. Next, we have number 52, linebacker, Chris Graves. Next, we have number 54, center, Brady Barton. Next we have number 58, defensive end, Nicholas Dunlap. Next, we have offensive guard number 65, Dalton Mooney. And last but not least, number 83, wide receiver DB, David Harris.
This year's junior class. Matt Moore's two-column award is awarded to senior Tyman who is small in stature and who makes a big impact on the field. I think everybody would agree this year's recipient is Garrett Weber.
You know, it's about the guys that have come before you all, the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Before I announce these seniors, I'm fixing to announce 23 seniors. This year, varsity football game addressed 49 upperclassmen, seniors, and junior sophomores combined, 49 upperclassmen. Of those 49, 23 were seniors, which means nearly half of our team sitting behind me will not be with us next year. So we know we're moving into a very difficult region. We'll release our schedule sometime this week. Our non-regional opponents next year will be USJ, Jackson Christian, and Mace. And so along with having a difficult region next year, we'll also have a very difficult non-region. And so with those guys that were announced, a lot of inexperience coming back next year, graduating with a lot of experience, I think the expectations are less than what they've been. And I don't think they should be. I think the same pressure being put on these younger guys. I remember, if you all remember the beginning of the year, we were having problems with kicking, and everybody was worried about kicking. And then our kicker that everybody was worried about was all reaching kicker. Graduated a running back. Everybody's worried about who's going to play running back. And then what we did was have an all-region honorable mention running back. Graduated a lot of really good offensive linemen. We got one of the best linemen in the area returning. We have a JV football team that played extremely well on Monday nights. Freshman team that played extremely well on Thursday nights. The guys that were just introduced in front of you all are more than capable of continuing to carry the tradition and the legacy that these guys behind me continue. I'm very excited. So congratulations, freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Look forward to coaching you all next year. All of our staff is very much looking forward to coaching you guys. Appreciate what y'all commit to the program, and very excited about moving forward with you guys in January, and see if we can surprise some people next year. I think we'll do that. This group of seniors is as good of a class as one could hope for. Since they entered Peabody High School, they've compiled a record of 50 wins and 5 losses. That's a lot of activity. This lady corner right here, I don't preach often, but when I do, I need you there to help me out. So that's a lot of why you're hearing the expectations are similar, because when you graduate a group that's going 50 and 5, that's very hard to compete with, and that's very commendable of this group. They've won 4 region titles and 2 state championships. These accomplishments come as no surprise, as they were as heralded and talked about as any class we've had coming from middle school, and they certainly disappoint. Overall, we'll remember this class as one for talent, athleticism, camaraderie, and closeness. They were special and will be regarded as such forever here at Peabody. We're very appreciative of this senior class and everything they've meant to us. Wide receiver, team captain, first team all-region. Senior stats, 50 receptions for 804 yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 9 total touchdowns. Number 1, Garrett Weber. Well, I hesitate to tell a story about Garrett, but I'm going to stay there for a minute. I'll tell the story, then Facebook for it, and sit back there. So Garrett, I think Garrett has always liked the idea of playing and always liked his teammates, but Garrett was never much of a football guy. Garrett's a really good baseball player. You guys that have seen our baseball team play in the spring know that Garrett is a phenomenal baseball player. And he came to me in the spring and said, Coach, I really want to play this year. So it's just sort of been on the tape. Coach, I really want to play. And I said, oh man, that's awesome. And I'm about half politicians. I didn't mean it, it just really didn't matter to me. I didn't think he could help us whenever he told me that. And I went to the state tournament, and I've told Garrett this story a million times. I was at the state tournament, and what you see sometimes in baseball is you see guys that are baseball players, but then you see guys that are competitors. And when I was at the state tournament, I didn't just see a baseball player, Garrett. I saw a guy that wanted to compete. And so I texted the coaches, and I said, we got something, Garrett Weber. This kid is going to compete. He's going to help us this year. And I thought they would laugh at me whenever I came back to the field house, and I told them, I said, I swear to you, I think Garrett Weber can help us. And I remember Coach Taylor saying, I agree, because Coach Taylor's there too. And I said, man, I'm glad at least another coach thinks so. And Garrett did exactly that. Garrett had an incredible year, and so proud of for him and everything that he got coming to. I'm proud of him. Trying to step up, help us out. You did a great job, Garrett. Appreciate it. Wide receiver, strong safety, team captain, first team all-region strong safety. His senior stats, 22 receptions for 302 yards, 5 touchdowns, 34 solo tackles, 14 assists, 2 interceptions, 6 tackles for a loss, 4 pass breakups, and the quarterback of our secondary the last couple years, number 2, Alan Wade. Sad to see Colin graduating, but it's always okay when a guy that's a little bit smarter than I am is playing. So now he graduates, maybe I can be the smartest guy on the league. Great job, Colin. Next guy, number 3, running back, linebacker, team captain. And Colin participated in the West Tennessee All-Star game last week. I forgot to mention that. Sorry about that. Played well. Next guy, running back, linebacker, team captain, West Tennessee All-Star game participant. His career stats, 242 total tackles, 33 tackles for a loss, 7 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and 4 hurries, and maybe the best linebacker that I've ever coached, London Burkett. London, as you all know, had a very, very unfortunate senior season. That second game against Westview at halftime, our trainer said it was a high ankle sprain. Of course, if you've coached any amount of time, you know a high ankle sprain is a lot different than an ankle sprain. So everybody that turned their ankle playing basketball in 9th and 10th grade and wonder why it took so long for him to get well. High ankle sprain is very much different from a regular sprain, and so London did everything he could, battled back. No matter what happened, I knew London was going to play against Dyersburg. So notice he played against Dyersburg and sit a few more out. We were going to win that game. That was happening. We couldn't beat the Cowboys that night. But anyway, appreciate everything London battled through this year and had an heck of a career for us. Next guy, number 4, wide receiver, long snapper, team captain, honorable mention, all region, and then listen to these stats. Long snaps, which means when we're punting the ball, we punted the ball 20 times this year. He was 20 for 20 on his long snaps, and then short snaps when we're kicking an extra point for a field goal. He was 68 out of 68 this year. So 88 he snapped the ball 88 times this year and had 0 bad snaps. Number 4, Gunner Taylor. Gunner, like London, has been very unlucky with injuries. I just pray he can have a healthy baseball season. Got a great shot this spring. Going to need Gunner and Underwood as well. Next guy, number 6, linebacker, team captain, second team all-region. His stats for this year, 47 solo tackles, 9 assists, 56 total tackles. And when y'all see stats in the paper or West Tennessee, our stats are legitimate. So when you're seeing other people's stats, these are like for real, how many guys are tackled. So don't compare them to other people. I promise our stats are real. A lot of others are fake news. So these are real stats. I just don't think some of these guys had that many more tackles than Jacoby. Jacoby's one of the best open field tackles. We were practicing, Jacoby plays linebacker, and I coach secondary, Coach Val coach linebackers, and he's a positive guy, but not so much in the field house, just us, acts like he got this, he got that. So we tried to move Jacoby to secondary, because had some injury, struggled a little bit. And I came in for practice and I said, what have you been talking about for 3 years? He's the best open field tackler that I've ever seen. And Coach Bell said, I know, I want him back. And all of a sudden, they wanted Jacoby back. No, I'm just playing with him. 47 solo tackles, 9 assists, 56 total tackles, 1 interception, 12 tackles for a loss, 1 hurry, 6 pass breakups. Number 6, Jacoby Elk. All right, next guy, number 9, wide receiver team captain. He was voted Region 7 1A Offensive Player of the Year. Had 52 receptions for 946 yards. That was just this year. That's not career. 57 catches for 946 yards, 15 touchdowns, 25 solo tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, and 1 kick return touchdown. And as good of a big-time playmaking receiver as we've had come through here since I've been here. Number 9, Derek Keith. Derek was a freshman. I don't think I've ever told Derek this story. I don't remember. When Derek was a freshman, Memphis was coming, and I think maybe they were looking at Terrell or somebody that was a little bit older. And Coach Jones, Anthony Jones, coached at TCU. So we played in the college football playoffs. And Coach Jones, great man. He's head coach at Cordova for a while. He was at Memphis and now he's at TCU. And I told Coach Jones, I said, you see that tall kid over there? He said, yeah. I said, he's a freshman. He's going to try to quit on me one day to go focus on basketball and hear all that. I said, I need you to go tell that kid that he can play Division I football. And Coach Jones was going to talk to Derek, so we were able to hang on. I don't know how much that had to do with this, but we were able to hang on to Derek. Sorry, Derek, it was all out of love. Next guy probably plays as hard or harder than any player I've ever coached other than his brother, and maybe his brother before that. His family's got something in his blood, and he's used to play hard. D-line team captain, first team all region. Now, I don't know, it's Carson that was in the dog thing in the back of the truck. That was Carson that I was thinking of Friday. That's always been my favorite manager story. Senior stats, 37 solo tackles, 19 assists, 58 total tackles, 14 tackles for a loss, 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Number 10, Riley Vanderbilt. Appreciate Riley being here tonight. It looks like he's right up for a scene of, what's that show over there? Yellowstone. Really. Mall and everything. This guy here, not Riley, this guy, Tavion transferred to Georgia, just out of nowhere. It's like, where's Tavion? All of a sudden, he went in a basketball game, Tavion disappears. And out of nowhere, he just shows back up. Player 1, here he is. And walks in the office, and I swear he gained 30 pounds since he was in Georgia. And I said, you can take on Christian, their whole team to wherever that school is in Georgia. They can train their players and bring them back. Looks like a completely different kid. Defensive end, team captain, first team all region. Played in the West Tennessee All-Star game, 41 solos, solo tackles, 19 assists, 60 total tackles, 13 tackles for a loss, 4 sacks, 3 hurries, 1 fumble recovery. Number 11, Tavion Vaughn. Season. Next guy, quarterback, 3-year starter, team captain, Region 7, 1A MVP. He was a Mr. Football semifinalist, which means he made the top 5. I think at minimum, he should have been named the top 3. And this guy is as good of a winner, as good of a leader, as good of a captain as I've ever coached. And the very first time that I met him, I may have told you all this story. The very first time I met Sam, of course, his father and I have been friends for a long time. Sam was about 3 or 4 years old. If you Google on your phone, Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeaker, whatever year that movie came out is how old Sam was whenever I met him. And so he's got this thick bifocals. And there's no way this kid is going to be a ball player. No way. And he keeps saying, Coach Jenkins, have you seen my favorite movie, Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeaker? And he had a squeaker to it, and it wasn't on purpose. It was just the way he talked. And his father would always say, God, he's going to be an athlete, ain't he? And it's like, no, I don't think he is. I think there's no shot at this kid being an athlete. So if you have a son out there or a daughter that's 3 or 4 or 5 years old and you're really hoping they're a good gonna be a good player, but you're really kind of worried, I promise you, no matter what they look like, and no matter what their hobbies are right now, they could be Sam Driggers one day. It could happen. Quarterback team captain, Region 7 1A MVP, and that award was very much deserved. The senior staff's 130 for 210 for 2,157 yards, 27 touchdowns, 98 carries for 743 yards, 13 touchdowns. So he scored 40 touchdowns this year. Number 16, Sam Driggers. Next guy is one of my favorite players of all time, and I would always go to him for my moral compass. Luke, I'd always go to Luke and I'd say, Luke, they're too rough on him because I'm a deacon on Sundays and not so much sometimes on Mondays, and I'm not proud of that. So Luke was my moral compass. I always come to Luke and I'd say, Luke, is that okay? What'd your dad preach on yesterday? I tried to change the subject, want to know the sermon from the day before. So Luke was always very good at encouraging me and understanding that I could always repent. I always had to repent, just like Luke was turn Catholic whenever I have a conversation with Luke, sort of repent to it. Luke's a great kid. We're going to miss him. Wide receiver, free safety, team captain, and played all 3 years in this program. Did a phenomenal job. Everything we asked him to do. Number 17, Luke Smith. The next kid, William, I can't believe William is finally graduated. William has been in our program for 14 years. I promise. He's been in our program longer than I've been in our program. This is my 11th year. And when I started coaching here, I don't know who he was related to, but his parents, if they were here, you all thought we were the daycare center. Whenever y'all were dropping the older kids off. And William, just like a little mouse, just running around that field. Whose kid is that? Somebody come get him. I didn't find out if his older brother is any good, because if he's not, he's getting kicked off on babysitting his 5-year-old before down to the week of the summer. Wide receiver, free safety, team captain, William Baskerville. William always been one of the all-time favorites. All right, next guy, I think will always be one of Coach Matheson's favorite guy. He can do anything on the defensive line. Played as hard, practiced as hard as any kid we've ever had, and worked extremely hard in the weight room. Love coaching this guy, love watching him work. D-line, H-back, number 26, Jeremiah Buffett. Next guy had an incredible year, and it could not have happened to a better kid. Started the year backup linebacker, backup H-back, ended up some games and didn't come off the field. He played so much. Had a phenomenal senior year. Very coachable, very likable kid. Always made eye contact when trying to coach him and teach him. And just a very, very special player for us. Linebacker, team captain, second team all-region. Senior stats, 38 solo tackles, 18 assists, 56 total tackles, 8 tackles for a loss, 1 forced fumble, 3 hurries, and 1 fumble recovery. Marion Skip. And Marion may be the loudest human I've ever met. That is the only thing I will not miss is the noise level. Oh, next guy. Okay, so his dad is on the school board, and I probably shouldn't tell him. It's Clint here, I probably shouldn't tell the story. Okay. And his live show, that's what I did. So Colin was a freshman, and Colin, I love Colin. Colin's got a lot of energy. You know Colin, Colin's got plenty of energy. We're playing a game, but it's a bigger game, and we moved some freshmen up to give us some looks in practice, and Colin's a great practice player. His whole career, practice his tail off every game, or every day. One day, I don't know what had gone on that week. It's been a long week, and I come walking out of the coach's office, and we had a couple freshmen run around the field house on Friday. And I already calmly told this guy, y'all need to go find a spot, sit down, relax, chill out. I feel like I've told him probably 10 times, but maybe it was only once, I don't know. The patience running thin, and Colin's energy was really the opposite of patience. And so, 10 minutes later, I come walking out of the field house, and Colin and I run into him, or he about runs into me. And I just saw red, and I just snatched him up against the wall, and I was just holding him up, and I was saying some things. And then the whole time I was like, his daddy's on the school board, his daddy's on the school board. I'm very fortunate I still have a job. I'm glad some of these guys don't go home and tell on me sometimes. But I love Colin. Colin always did a great job. Played linebacker for us, one of my favorite players always in practice. Number 33, Colin Dickerson. Next guy, I wish Coach Driggers is sick tonight. He's not here. He's extremely sick, actually. Next guy, my favorite story, I wasn't there, but it's always Coach Driggers' story, and I can't tell it the way that Coach Driggers told it. But Jet was playing travel baseball, and he got walked or something. He was on base, and Coach Driggers looked out there, and sure enough, Jet had some chicken McNuggets in his baseball uniform. He's out there on first base eating chicken McNuggets. That's a true story because I didn't believe it. There's no way he's eating chicken and nuggets during the game. And I asked the other coaches, and I believe Coach Haney was the coach. Coach Haney, true story. True story. Played center for us, did a great job at center for us. Team captain, second team all region. Number 51, Jet McAllister. This guy played offensive and defensive line for us, team captain, first team all-region, senior stats, graded 92%, 35 pancakes, and on defense, 20 solo tackles, 7 assists, 27 total tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, and easily, not easily, but, well, yes, easily smarter than both of the guys coaching, Coach Driggers and Coach Mathis on the offensive and defensive line. Number 57, David Whitten. I apologize, I didn't bring Jet stats. He graded 89% and had 39 pancakes. Next guy played offensive and defensive line for us. And I don't understand, Coach Driggers, I think he's having like ACT prep during O-line because David's got a very high ACT and the next guy is going to Rhodes. And if you know anything about schools in Tennessee, you have to be intelligent going to Rhodes. You got Coach Driggers and Coach Mathis coaching these linemen, getting upper 20s ACT scores and going to schools like Rhodes. So figure that out. Offensive defensive line, team captain, and first team all region, and I really think whenever it comes out, it'll be first team all state. They've not announced that yet, but they should give it to this kid. Graded 91%, 38 pancakes, 17 solo tackles, 5 assists, 22 total tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 1 sack, 3 fumble recoveries. Number 64, Isaac Gahan. Next guy come in the field house every summer with a motorcycle helmet. What was it you called him? Yeah. I think Ed Burns and Ethan Gray are in some sort of motorcycle game. They roll up every day on motorcycles in the summer. Ed's a great kid. Ed is, I think, 6'3", and I think Ed was 6'3" in 7th grade. He's looked like this in his middle school picture or senior year. Great kid, team captain, second team all region, graded 86%, had 34 pancakes this year. Number 68, Ed Burns. Next guy will always be a special player and a person in this program, and like all of these kids, but this guy especially will always have a home here at Peabody and always have a home within our program, and undoubtedly one of the most favorite players among all of the coaches, number 75, Trey Wade. Next guy, Tank. I don't think, is Tank here? Okay, I was saying, you wouldn't know. I don't think I've ever heard Tank speak. I've heard him snore. I've never heard him speak. I wouldn't know what Tank sounds like. Tank is the most athletic person for his size I've ever seen in my entire life. Played offensive and defensive line for us, number 78, Darius Lanier. He does not speak. The opposite of a The next guy has promised me he will allow me to be there whenever he cuts his hair, but I beg him please not cut his hair. He's my most favorite hair that's ever come through the program. Played linebacker for us, second team all-region, 24 solo tackles, 15 assists, 39 total tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 2 fumble recovery touchdowns this year. And everybody in my family asks about this kid because everybody sees that flowing blonde hair whenever they watch the live stream. Number 85, McCoy Sewell. Did y'all get a good enough look at it? It's kind of stand up, let them see the hair. He said he's doing better, he's waiting on the senior pictures. I guess the senior pictures hadn't happened. They have happened, so he lied to me. Next guy, tight end, defensive end, team captain, second team all-region, and another very, very intelligent player for us. 24 solo tackles, 10 assists, 34 total tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass breakup, 1 hurry. Number 86, Ethan Ray. All right, seniors, y'all stand up right here and let's get a good picture of you all. Folks, this is one of the best classes we will ever have in the history of this school right here. It's a really big class. Some of y'all might come on, too many of y'all all stand up. All the short guys start getting on the tiptoes and they ain't got to come up front. All right, guys, over at the seat real quick. Let me get the all-region guys, the guys from the first team, second team, and honorable mention all-region guys. Come up here real quick. Let's get a picture of y'all real quick. Your first team, second team, honorable mention all-region. We're getting this picture made close to your awareness in Coach Madison's house and firm. We're going to pass the hat and see if we'll collect some money for you. Stole my shoes. Wore my shoes when we made it today. I just kidding. We're not giving him any money. I'm proud he's broke and not happy he stole my shoes.
All right, hey, just tell me, I make these things look great. Yeah. Let me be great. Thank you.
Slogan we need.
All right, guys. All right, 1, 2, 3.
So we'll conclude our program for tonight. Appreciate you coming. Appreciate y'all players. Everything y'all made.